So tired. Do I look tired? I should have lots of extra energy stored up in a almost like there's all this energy stored up in part of my body that hasn't been released in a couple of weeks. Wouldn't you think that would energize me? And yet I'm tired. Oh well. But you've watched femdom ball busting foot porn to palm swipes after. Scroll necrosis of the latest episode of Mom Swipes Left, podcast with two middle-aged women who go to bed angry and definitely don't play with, smell, or taste mommy's toys. This is episode 65 about MSL episode 204. I'm your host, Pomme de Terre. Enjoy. It was a jam-packed week because the last episode was wasted on Richard Rushfield. That guy just chaps my skin. Sorry, I have lots of bullets. There was just so much, I'm gonna skip a lot, but say vagina because I don't care if that's not how it's spelled. I love the way she says it because everyone falls in love with Jen. Everyone falls in love with Carol too. But they're threatened because she has a medical professional in the wings. A cranberry report for No Nut November. Poor Cranberry's a little angry. He did use the incel word, which I understand. Only in the literal sense of involuntary celibacy. Because I too feel that I am involuntarily depriving myself. And does it make me a little angry that the person who talked me into it herself has absolutely no self control? Because, wait, I have a quote, but it's way too far down in my notes. There it is. She can't keep away from her nub. Damn her. But am I angry? No, I'm actually quite at peace. I've found it kind of centering not to have this thing on my plate. I'm barely aware of my nethers. I feel smooth. One might say like a Ken doll. And it's given me a chance to be very present. If I want to know where my genitals are, I can think about them and then feel them, but otherwise they're completely unobtrusive, which is actually kind of nice and freeing. And like I said, it's good to center myself and be present. And it's not to say that most of the time I can't live in the now. Either, one of my favorite things to do is be super present and focused when I orgasm. Moving on. Notable news about snakes. Who knew there was so much with all those kids attacking snakes? I give Jen a lot of credit for not trying an Indian accent when she was talking about the Indian boy who bit the snake that bit him. The ladies walked us through some incredibly detailed logistics of what it would be like when swallowed by a python. Asking the age-old question, what does it do with the genes? Does it have an eBay account? That's not a good one. Lots of talk of breathing through your anus. Yes, Carol, snakes can be underwater. In fact, there are a whole class of snakes called water snakes. And have you never seen porkies? I have a friend who, ever since seeing porkies and learning about water snakes, became terrified that every lake has a vagina snake in it. Just zeroing in on her like a torpedo. The kids' book quiz of fake books and real books. I actually did better than Carol on this, though I can't get Grandpa Babar's wrinkly old man ball skin out of my head now. And I guess we learned this week how Carol's gonna die at some sort of bonfire where she just sees the fire and will stop, drop, and roll directly into it. Kids show episodes only aired once. I actually remember that episode of The X-Files. When you said home, it's exactly what I thought of. I have also often considered making Big Bird into a feather duster. Right, so, Jenny, I know you also asked for people to call in and say why they're mad at you, to punish you. And all I can say is that you will be punished, but you won't know when and you won't know how.